Isaiah 12 verse 2. In Hebrew, the word that is my salvation,
ישועתי,
we see the holy name Jesus.
ישוע,
It goes from right to left in Hebrew. Right here. And then the salvation, the Hebrew word for the salvation.
לישועה,
Here we go to the same letters that spell the name Jesus.
ישוע,
Zechariah 12 verse 10. And I will pour out the house of David and on the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and supplication, and they will look to me, whom they pierced, and they will mourn over him as one mourns over an only son, and they weep bitterly over him as one weeps bitterly over the firstborn. So the only son, the firstborn, and they pierced him. This is Zechariah, which is the Old Testament. So Jesus Christ paid our sin debt in full by getting pierced upon a cross. This is who they're speaking of in the Old Testament, the prophecy of Zechariah. 99 Hebrew letters make up Zechariah 12, verse 10. 99 equals Jesus. He died on the cross using the English septenary cipher. In Isaiah 53, verse 2, and he grew up like a plant before him, like a root out of dry earth. And no form he had, and no splendor. And we saw him, and it was not an appearance that we would desire him. So he speaks of this person. The number of letters that make up Isaiah 53 verse 2 is 59, equaling Jesus Christ, using the English septenary cipher. In Isaiah 53 verse 5, and he's pierced for our transgressions, crushed for our iniquities. The chastening of our peace is on him. By his wound, healing is for us. And finally, the number of letters that make up Isaiah 53 is 666 Hebrew letters. 666 is used by the Lord in his geometry, the number of units. 6 sets of 666 units make up the wisdom star, embracing the star of Israel, the 10th star number, 541. In Psalms, we can see that the words of Jesus upon the cross being used in the Old Testament. My God, why have you forsaken me? These are the words that Jesus used on the cross as he paid our sin debt in full. The number of letters in Psalm 22:1 is 59, equaling Jesus Christ. Psalm 22 verse 16, because dogs have surrounded me, a congregation of the wicked have encompassed me, piercing my hands and my feet. In Psalm 22 verse 16, this is the prophecy of Jesus being nailed to the cross. Using the 12 tribes of Israel in this matrix, the tribe names Reuben, Simeon, Gad, and Joseph in Hebrew have a Hebrew sum total letter value of 888, equaling Jesus in Greek at a value of 888. The 6 tribes that make up the hexagon, Levi, Simeon, Issachar, Judah, Gad, and Zebulun, have a Hebrew sum total of 1480, equaling Christos in Greek, Christ. The holy name, Jesus Christ, using Hebrew and Greek, and the 12 tribes of Israel. In Psalm 22, verse 18, they will divide my garments among them, and for my clothing they will cast a lot. So this was spoken of in the New Testament, in the Passion of the Christ, John 19, 23 and 24. When the soldiers had crucified Jesus, they took his garments and divided them into 4 parts, 1 part for each soldier, also his tunic, but the tunic was seamless, woven in one piece from top to bottom. So they said to one another, let us not tear it, but cast lots for it to see whose it shall be. This was to fulfill the scripture which says, they divided my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots, fulfilling Psalm 22:18.